Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is Tommy the Tarot Reader, and I want to thank my subscribers who have stayed with me this whole time. I really appreciate you guys, and I really appreciate that you are still here listening to my readings. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and start with Gemini and try to get through as many of the signs as I can. And these are short readings. Okay, now Gemini, Ten of Swords reversed. This is for August. Something you had been quietly suffering about. Something you've been working really hard on. It's become a lot easier, or whatever that thing you were worried about, it has been less worrisome, or you've been less stressed about it. You'll be much less stressed about it in August. Your focus regarding work, your life, whatever it is that you're putting a lot of effort in is changing. It's becoming more about acquiring. It's about learning. Yeah, exactly. So, exactly. That's exactly what I thought. Okay, because the Queen of Swords showed up. This is about you acquiring knowledge and learning and being really good at your craft or your field or whatever area of study you are in. This is about you getting really good at that and not jumping to, conclusions, like not jumping to anticipating and telling yourself, oh, you're going to do really well. Like that's not what this is. This is about you being very realistic about what is going on in your life. That's probably because we have Uranus in Gemini, and you've changed your perspective on what you're doing. You've changed, well, like you put on a different set of eyes, that your life looks different today, that your approach to your life is different. You take it much more seriously. You're not impatient. You're not trying to get something quickly. You're doing all the hard work that you need to do to get to where you're at, and you are the Queen of Swords. That is you. That is you. This is more about acquiring the knowledge and wisdom that you need to succeed. This isn't about money. Gemini is a mental sign, and it's mutable, so it's able to shift. It's able to be flexible and change and pivot when it needs to. If one way is not working, they have no problems moving in another direction and making the change to see if another way will work better, and they will keep doing that until they find the way that works best. So it's a process. What do I mean by what I just said? It's the same way, like you know about how Edison invented the light bulb. The story goes 9,999 times he failed, and he said that's 9,999 times it didn't work. He's gonna find the one thing that's gonna get it to work, and I feel like that's where you're at, and you're going to keep at it until it works, whatever you're working at. And you're strict about it. With that Queen of Swords, there's no goofing off. There's no playing around. You're very strict with this. You know, this could be anything. This could be athletic. This could be you trying to finish a screenplay. This could be you trying to finish a movie that you've been working on for years. It could be research. It could be something in medicine. It could, you know, it could be even you trying to get on top of your health. So you're just working really, really hard at something, and you've had a breakthrough. It's going to be a breakthrough in August. Okay? So let's look at the Ten of Swords. Why is the Ten of Swords here? Okay, this is the Two of Wands. It does come up reversed, and I'm gonna talk to you. Okay, so that's Mars and Aries, Two of Wands reversed over the Ten of Swords. So you're still not that confident about where you're at with whatever this is right now. But with that Mars and Aries, it might be because you are lacking some confidence. There's something you are uncertain of, and it's most probably frustrating you greatly. The Eight of Pentacles is here with the Knight of Cups. Well, that Knight of Cups tells me they're going to keep persevering. There's a lot of loyalty and devotion in that Knight of Cups. Whatever it is you are doing, you will persevere. You're not going to give up. I don't see you giving up on this. Not that I don't think Geminis give up that easily. I can't think. Yeah, you're not going to give up. Uranus is in Gemini, and it's telling you that you got to go for it. Five of Swords. So there is the Queen of Swords here too, with that Five of Swords. If this is not you coming down hard on yourself, that you're thinking, sometimes you think of quitting, and I'm going to pull out more cards, but yeah, I don't think you're going to quit. You know, you can't quit. You've gone this far. But also, is there some people in your life? Is there someone that doesn't have faith in you and doesn't believe in you, and they're making you doubt yourself? With that Five of Swords, whoever that is, I'm gonna have to clarify that card, because why are you listening to someone who's telling you it's not gonna work? If they're telling you that it's not going to work, or your ideas are what was they're like silly, and you know your ideas aren't silly. So whoever is telling you your ideas that's not going to work, they need to tell you why they're saying that. They just can't get away with telling you it's not going to work. You got to ask them explain yourself. Why do you think it's not going to work? And they got to really give you a good explanation that you understand. It can't be an emotional one. It's got to really be based solidly in fact, and I don't know. You'll know when it's BS. You'll know when their explanation is BS, and you'll know when it's a real explanation. You can feel it. Let's just keep clarifying. Let's see what that Two of Wands under the Ten of Swords reversed. Those cards are reversed. Why is that there? We have the Magician. Again, why are you doubting yourself? That is your card, but it's reversed. There's some things going on right now where maybe you're feeling scattered. Maybe you got too much to do and you're not as focused as you would like to be. Okay, the Knight of Cups with the Four of Wands. Well, the Four of Wands is a grounded card. It's about family, it's about marriage, it's about reunion. So maybe you're focused on a relationship and you can't do all of it. You can't work, you can't go to school and focus on your relationship and focus on family. You just are really having kind of a hard time with it because you feel like scattered. You feel scattered and you don't want to make any mistakes here. So, but at the same time, you're not really, you can't really talk about it if you don't really know what is going on inside of you. These energies seem a bit, yeah, when I say scattered, but not focused, getting pulled in different directions. But the Devil reversed is, you know, maybe the things that you're telling yourself, which are feeding your negativity, and you gotta watch for that. That's all this stuff is all this made up bad stuff in your head. You gotta monitor that. That's stuff that you're making up in your head, and you're thinking that it's actually playing out in reality, and it's not. It's not. You have control over these things. You really do. If anything, again, you're lacking some confidence because you're too scattered and you got too much to do, and you're probably tired. Okay? That's August. But that Four of Wands is here, so there's something very solid. For example, you have family or friends who love you dearly and who are supporting you, or you're in a beautiful relationship and that relationship supports you. So August is going to be a trying month in terms of your energies, and there's nothing here telling me there's anything drastic going to happen. For some of you, if you are dating someone, I don't know, are you dating someone? Are you, okay, if you're dating another air sign, they are a little argumentative, and confused. One minute they love you, the next minute they don't. Or they love you, they pay attention to you, and then they ghost you. Because of that Five of Swords next to the Knight of Cups with the Devil on top. So, like August, they're going to come around and tell you how much they love you, and then in September, they're going to disappear. So there might be someone in your life like that if you're dating someone like that. If you're in a relationship that is iffy, yeah, it's... You're just such a loving, patient Gemini. You've been... I don't know, Gemini, being a mutable air sign, it's pretty amazing how much you hang on to some people that are not good for you. That's because you are the angel of love. You do have love in your heart. You do have hope and faith, and sometimes you hang on to destructive relationships too long, and you don't know how to get out of them. And I see you in August being loving and compassionate again, and just kind of forgiving and forgetting all the bad things this person did, and pretending like they're not going to ghost you again or something like that. The thinking woman, yep, thank you. That's what needs to happen here, is for you to be logical, and which you are typically, but when you're not focused and you feel scattered, this is what happens. You start to get pulled apart, and then you start doubting yourself. That's what happens. But as long as in August you are really focused on a goal and not get pulled in a million directions, and you're not listening to a million people, and you're not trying to take the advice of all these people, it's just going to confuse you. You need to really just focus and take your own advice, or someone that's very close to you that you trust. Okay, you can't be listening to everyone. You're just going to get really confused. Okay, the final card I pulled is from the Lenormand, and it is the Fox. It's a number 5, so we do have changes coming up. The fox is sly, a friend is too. Someone may try to deceive you with wily glances. What is that word? Oh goodness. The Renard snaps, evade deception, and bewearable traps. Yes. So if there is someone that is on and off in your life, or there is someone that has shown you that they are not to be trusted, August might be the time that you finally will let them go. You know, if they've been using you. Or like, what did I say? Yeah. There's a person in your life that when they see you down, they say things to you to bring you further down. And you're finally going to recognize that and walk away from them. They are no good for you. But in the meantime, there is love in your life. And so if there's any kind of chaos or confusion in any other relationships in your life, it could affect the love in your current relationship. And again, if you're dating someone who is not solid and not showing up for you and confusing you, I think August is when you're going to let them go, Gemini. It's about time. You've just put up with too much bullshit from them, okay? All right, so let's move on to Cancer. What is going on for Cancer? What is going on for Cancer for August? What is going on for Cancer for August? Okay. Queen of Cups, wow. That's a Cancer very much in love. Very much in love. August could have some of you getting engaged or married, or getting a really big gift, or someone telling you that you're it. They want to have a relationship with you. You might be moving in with someone. You might be having a baby in August. But yeah, Cancer is in love. Wow, these are 2 queens. But this one's reversed. And it is the Queen of Swords reversed. The other thing about you, Cancer, is, you know, you might just go quiet because words are tiring you. Listening to words, because it's reversed. Listening to words, listening to people, you're tired. You're tired. You'd rather be someone that shows love. Show. Not talk, but show. So like you'd rather hang out with people and do things rather than talk about what's going on. You're just I feel like you're out of words. There's no reason to be talking anymore about anything. You're just tired from talking. Or it's time to shut your mind off. It's time to have control of your thoughts. And, you know, with the 2 queens here, the Queen of Swords reversed, you have certain thoughts which are, they're not really good for you. You know, you worry a lot. You think people don't like you, or you feel like, wow, it's another, oh wow, interesting. You feel like you've said the wrong things. You have 3 court figures here. That's amazing. That's the King of Swords. So This is how I'm going to read this. If I'm going to read that these 3 cards are you. When you recognize that your thoughts are not helping you, that you're not nice to yourself, you're not talking nicely to yourself, and you're kind of beating yourself up a little bit. Once you get on top of that, you come out as the King of Swords, that you're able to balance your mind and your heart. August is a lot of that, a little bit of that up and down. I do still see you in your strength, because your Queen of Cups and King of Swords is upright. You are in your strength. This is, wow. Well, this is Leo season. Some of you have Leo in your charts. So you are feeling really, really good about yourself. So in August, for some of you Cancers, things are going really well for you, whatever it is you're doing. Now, if you are dating anyone, and these court cards are reflecting people that you are with, there is an air sign here who is either a good friend or someone that you are dating who does care about you. They are there for you, and that's what I'm thinking, but I need to clarify these cards. I'm thinking the King of Swords, this air sign, is there for you and they care about you. 4 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Yeah, watching protecting your heart, making sure you don't get hurt again. The Hanged Man reversed on top of the Queen of Swords reversed. That's interesting. And that 4 of Pentacles over the Queen of Cups, you are protecting your heart. And that's why you're going to go quiet, because there's no reason for you to be vulnerable to some people, because they are going to hurt you. Because you're thinking, you're slowly coming out of your shell right now, maybe. And you're thinking, oh, I can start, getting into the world again and talking to people, talking to family again. And the Hermit and the Hangman. Your tendency is, if there's something that someone says or does and you don't feel good about it, you'll go back into the hermit mode, or the Hangman. Now the Hangman here is reversed, so you're coming out, and then you're coming out of your cave or your shell, and then you're going back into your shell. Because as much as I said, the King of Swords is someone that maybe is very supportive, they are also someone that could get you to crawl back in your shell and protect yourself. August is a month where you are sensitive. You're not going to let people see that, but you're very sensitive and vulnerable in August. If these 3 court cards are actually people in your life, if these are people in your life, one of them, you're just the Hermit. If there is the King of Swords, that you're not very happy with the King of Swords, the Hermit tells me that you're not talking to them. You are this turtle that crawls back into its shell anytime the King of Swords comes around, because you don't feel safe. You came out. The Hangman is, you came out, you got down, you stopped hanging, you got down, you started walking, you started talking, and it wasn't safe. It wasn't safe, and you went back into your shell. So there's going to be moments when you're going to crawl back into your shell because it doesn't feel safe. Because you do have to protect your heart. The Queen of Cups is here with the 4 of Coins on top of it. Not only are you protecting your heart, you're probably also protecting your money, your resources, whatever. Oh, the Lovers. It fell out. The Daughter of Swords. Wow, you got the King of Swords twice here. The King of Swords is a very strong figure in this reading. It came out twice. And then you have the Daughter of Swords. That's a child, a younger person in your life with the Lovers. The Father of Swords, no matter what you do, the King of Swords is not going away. They're always going to be there, no matter what. But there is also the Daughter of Swords here. The Daughter of Swords is someone that pulls you out of your cave. You come out of hiding, you come out of all your the privacy, the whatever shell, or you get away from the world, but you get pulled out of it because of the King of Swords and the Daughter of Swords. There are people in your life that pull you out of it. You're not allowed to stay in there. And these are people that you love and you really care about. But they are capable of hurting you, and you get hurt very easily. The Lovers is here. Now, if you are dating, there is the King of Swords that is pursuing you hot and heavy if you're not already with them. That is an air sign. But they could also have Scorpio in their chart, or Aquarius, Pisces. So if you're dating someone that is Libra, Scorpio, Aquarius, Pisces, they're not going anywhere. No matter what you do, no matter how you act out, no matter what you say, they're not leaving you. They're here. That's why the King of Swords showed up twice. Yep, exactly. That's what I pulled. There's someone who is really in love with you. And I see that it's the King of Swords. They are very highly intellectual, very successful, very good with words, very strong character, willful, dominant. They're not going anywhere. No matter what you do, they're always there. They're always there for you. And if the King of Swords is someone that's interested in dating you, they possibly could tell you that they want to be in a relationship with you this August, or that you get engaged. You know, that's a real possibility. Or they want you to move in with them. The Daughter of Swords is a younger child or an adult child, and that's an air sign. And you also love this person dearly. Could be yours, or the child could be his. But you're going to be making some big decisions in August. As much as you want to be left alone, I don't think the King of Swords is ever going to leave you alone. Neither is the Daughter of Swords, if that is your daughter. I love this card, the Thinking Woman, exactly. So, as much as you got the Queen of Cups here, you still are balancing your heart and your mind in August. And whatever's going on in August, you are going to go back to how you're feeling, who you are in love with, who loves you, and who you can be vulnerable with. That's really going to be important for you. Who can you be vulnerable with? Who can you be yourself with? Who can you be your silly self with? Like your silly, sarcastic self. Who knows you the best? I think it's the King of Swords. And, of course, the Daughter of Swords, if that is your child. And you love both of them dearly. But there's times when you do get into the hermit mode and you kind of hide out from everyone. So we picked out the flowers. It's a number 9. Happiness anew from the flowers scent. The outlook for you means encouragement. Days will be filled with pleasures come true. Fate has so willed the best unto you. So yeah, August is going to be a really beautiful month for you, because as much as you want to hide out, you can't, because the people who love yours are still going to show up in August. You know, you can question their loyalty, and you can do that all day long, but they're not going anywhere. Okay? Cancer, that's what I got for you. So now, let's move on to Leo. We are in August, and it's a Leo season. So what's going on with you Leos out there? Leos. Leos have such a big personality. You know, like, can't, yeah, Temperance, I love this card. That's also a Libra card. Yeah, you're juggling things in August, a lot going on, Leo. You're juggling. What are you juggling? I don't know, but you are. You're trying to find balance in your life. You know, maybe you are trying to find that work-life balance. You know, you got to rest sometimes. You're trying to figure out when you can rest, when you can play, when you're going to work. Like, you know, you might be working too much, but you're trying to figure it out. That's a number 14. A lot of changes in August, too. The 9 of Wands. Oh, look at that. After what I just said, finding balance. It's kind of really hard, right? It is hard. The 9 of Wands is you're just working yourself to the bone. That's what that looks like. You've worked yourself to the bone. Don't do that. You got to enjoy your retirement. You got to enjoy your future. So you still have to take really good care of yourself. If you're going to work really hard, it's more important for you to really take good care of yourself. You know, you can work hard, but you can't be eating junk food all day long. Something that you are probably going to need to learn is, how are you going to learn that? I feel like with the Page of Pentacles here, it's going to take a while for you to learn that. Like, you're kind of stubborn about it. Something like, you know, you work so hard, so guess what? I'm going to do whatever I want. If I want to eat McDonald's all day because I work so hard, I'm going to do that. Well, you can't do that because the 9 of Wands is here. See, it's telling you, you got to find a balance. You can't do that. And the Page of Pentacles is you saying, oh, I haven't learned my lesson, and I'm not going to because I like McDonald's. And yeah, there's something you still continue to keep doing, and it's stopping you from having that temperance. I'm going to clarify the temperance, but yeah, Leo, you need to gain a balance or a healthy lifestyle here. There's something just not healthy here. Okay, so too much partying or something, Leo. What's going on? Or it does kind of look like it's more that a hard work. You might even, some of you might be enrolling into going back to school, and that's a big decision you've made, and you're going to do it, but it's going to create a lot of stress for you. You feel like you have to do it. August, yes. So some of you are going back to school, and you're thinking about, like, how am I going to do everything I'm doing? I have a family, I'm working full time, and I'm going back to school. So, trying to find a way to do it all. Not sure who's helping you here. Some of you might be pregnant, working full time, going to school, taking care of it's really hard. Oh, we had the 3 of Cups of Temperance. So, that's really beautiful energy there. You do have a lot of friends and family who love you. They do love you. So you're a very loving person. You're loved. You really are. And I don't know if you know that. But maybe that's the other piece where maybe you can't have so much fun. The Four of Swords reversed. Yeah, you need more rest. Yeah, you need more rest, Leo. You're not sleeping very well. And for some of you, you know what I'm talking about. Then it's under the Nine of Wands, that Four of Swords. There's more work, and you're looking at your life thinking, oh my God, I got more to do, more responsibilities, and I'm getting tired, and I'm getting old. And it's kind of that energy in August. Or for some of you, you're moving into a different position where you are actually working more. Now, I'm not saying that it's not here that you're going to make a ton of money and you got moved into a new position. That's not here. I don't see that. The Hangman. Yeah. Again, you want some rest. You're working really hard because maybe you're paying for a certain lifestyle, you know, that you're trying to keep up a certain lifestyle, and you're having a really hard time with that because this lifestyle that you want to keep is making you work harder because there's more expenses. What you want to do is not work hard and sleep more, and with the Page of Pentacles on the Hangman there, it's a slow, too slow, the path to you getting some rest. You know, you don't want to be working this hard anymore. For some of you, you could be moving to a new job where you're working less, but you're feeling better about it. Okay, let's see what else. Why is the Three of Cups here under the Temperance? With the Temperance too, it's saying like, watch your spending. Don't spend too much. Be careful of your spending. With the Daughter of Swords, is that someone that is, you know, requiring you to spend a lot of money? Is this someone that you're with? Or is this a child that is, you know, you're spending a lot of money on them. So, why is the Two of Pentacles here? Under the Four of Swords and a Nine of Wands. Once in a while, the Daughter of Swords in here is pulling you out of your, oh, this is great, I'm doing my own thing, I'm able to save money, things are going well. And then the Daughter of Swords comes in with a dilemma, and you have to do something about it. Now, it could be good or bad. You got both 2 and 3 here. This is kind of telling me that the Daughter of Swords is, if you are in business with your daughter or a younger female, that this person is really good for your business. They're going to help you. They're going to help you with maybe improving your business, or helping you make decisions. They're very smart, the Daughter of Swords. I said earlier it might be someone that you might be having to spend some money on. Instead, I think the Daughter of Swords here in the page up there, I see more the Page of Pentacles and the Daughter of Swords. Those are two possibly people in your life younger than you who could solidify and improve your business. They're here to help you. They're someone that you're already working with, someone you already know. If they're your children that work with you, your business is going to grow. Um, yeah, I do see you very tired and wanting some help. But you'll be feeling good in August, that things are going to go really well. But you do have the Daughter of Swords here with the Page of Pentacles. They're here to help you. And you're going to feel really good in August. You'll be able to get some rest. You'll be able to create a future that you want. Oh, love it. The Sun came out. That's your card. You're Leo. Exactly. As I was saying, August is going to look amazing because you're going to get the help. Again, from the Daughter of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. And you're going to be able to sleep and get some rest and feel confident that things are going well. Because you got the Daughter of Swords and the Page of Pentacles that's probably taking over, and you can trust them, and they're very knowledgeable and very smart, and then can run the business, and they can do a lot of things. They're very, very smart. I don't know if your Daughter of Swords has an MBA, or an engineer, but they're incredibly smart, and very loving. But that's Sun there. You feel good. Yeah, exactly. Financial constraints. You're worried about money, but hopefully whoever these people are I'm talking about, whether they are your adult children or people that you're already working with, that they will improve your situation. Because you're kind of worried, and you're only worried because you're tired and you can't keep working as hard as you have been working. So it's really tough. It's really tough for you, Leo. Okay, let me pull one more card, the Lenormand. The tree, it's a number 5. One tree from earth is best to see. It springs from birth, good health for thee. And if the tree should reappear close to the current, your goal is near. Exactly. Oh, how interesting. I just caught it. 1 + 4 is 5. So you are close to your goal. You are going to get there. I do think you do need to get some rest. And I've said that a few times. I do think you need to stop eating junk food, bad food, processed foods, and stop gaining weight. Some of the... This is for some of you, some of the money that you're spending that you could save on is eating out too much and having too much fun with food and buying things maybe you shouldn't be buying because you are supposed to be saving. Okay, that's what we have for Leo. So let's now move to Virgo. What do we have for Virgo for August? What's going on with Virgo for August? Virgo. What is going on for Virgo? Let's see what's going on for Virgos. King of Swords. Oh, Virgo. That's you. You're feeling pretty strong in August. That's, of course, it's the end of August is also your moving into your month, Virgo. Strength. Oh yeah, that's Leo also. Yeah, you're feeling really good, Virgo. Feeling really good. I feel like you've been feeling really good for a while. You feel confident. You've been working really hard. You've stopped feeling bad about yourself. There's some things happening for you in August. Some big things happening for you that's building your confidence and making you feel really good about yourself. You know, you have come out of a phase. The Death card is reversed. There's something here where you've conquered something. You've conquered whatever it is, like self-doubt. You've conquered, maybe you've even conquered haters. You know, maybe you've conquered you've conquered how, like, other people used to affect you and now they're no longer affecting you. You've conquered how you just got to get stronger in terms of not letting bad habits or bad thinking affect you. You've just gotten more strict with that. And let me clarify the King of Swords here. Oh yeah, you've just gotten much strict with the things that weren't good for you. If you had bad habits, you've worked on eliminating them, and I don't know, the King of Swords might have woke you up. They're there for you. They're very supportive. It's an air sign. They love you. They care for you. They might be your source of strength, and they've helped you pull out of some dark stuff. The Four of Wands is reversed. So they help maybe pull you out of not feeling grounded, not feeling supported, feeling like you don't have a family, you don't have any friends, you feel lonely. Yeah, these cards fell out. The Daughter of Cups is reversed. Maybe you feel like your family doesn't love you. You feel like you've had to walk away from some people, some relationships. Like the relationship with the Daughter of Cups is it's a hostile relationship. It's you're having a hard time with that relationship. It's very hard. You have to walk away from it. It's just not working for you. And then we got the World here under the Four of Wands reverse. That maybe there's things about you or your life that is ending. There's some things that needed to end. Yeah, you're not, if you're the mother to the Daughter of Cups, you don't have a relationship with your daughter. It's very hard. This relationship does bother you, that you don't have it. It's taking a lot of strength for you too. You know, it's kind of like with the Empress reverse, you can't, there's I just want to say, like, it's hard for you to pull it together to be nice to the Daughter of Cups. You're just really having a hard time with that. And you're trying to be nice, or they're trying to be nice to you, but it's too hard. There's love there, but it's too hard. You're not getting along. With the Ace of Cups is there. You've had to walk away. Someone's heart is breaking. Someone is just really having a hard time with relationships. I feel like that's you. You want to, and I'm going to say this, with the Empress reversed next to the Ace of Cups right side up, it's like you want love, but the problem is you really got to put effort. You have to put effort into it, Virgo, if you want to see any kind of return. Because it doesn't look like you're putting effort into it, because you got the Empress reversed. So the other person isn't going to put effort into it, because the Empress reversed is someone that is not nurturing. They're just, they're cut off from their nurturing maternal, side. That, like, with the World next to that, I'm thinking, and the Four of Wands reversed, you're telling yourself, I'm not going to go out of my way for them anymore. You feel like you've already done all you can, and they're not respecting you, and I love them, but I got to walk away from it. And the other person is saying, like, I got to walk away from you, because this is not the kind of relationship I want with you. So they're walking away from you. And that's just how it is. They're walking away from you. There's not a relationship here. With the King of Swords, I feel like you've gotten maybe very harsh, Virgo, with this relationship. I do see you as a very harsh person now with that Empress reverse and the King of Swords here. But, this is only for some of you. And if this doesn't apply to you, click off. But for some of you, like, you didn't really care too much because you got the Four of Wands reversed. So it's like, oh well, it's okay. I love them, but bye-bye. I'm good. You figure it out. You know, it's sort of like that. Like, it's just, it's gonna require patience from everyone all around. And there you go, broken heart. Exactly. So if two people, if you're not willing to repair this, if you're just gonna say like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not putting any more into this. I'm done. You got the broken heart here, and it's gonna take patience. And I don't see this relationship getting mended anytime soon. I feel like there's two people here who have just accepted the fact that it is what it is. I typically don't like to say that. Everyone says it. I don't like the phrase at all. I just used it. And just accepting the situation. You're okay with it. You got the Ace of Cups here. There's patience. Why is the patience here? And next to the broken heart. Yeah, so there is some hurt, and the patience is telling me that I'm just gonna let time fix this. But I'm not gonna do anything about it. Okay, so let me put a Lenormand card for this. The tree came out again. One tree from earth is best to see. It springs from birth, good health for thee. And if the tree should reappear close to the current, your goal is near. Well, let's put that on top of patience. You're hurt. The tree's here. You needed the tree because that Four of Wands is reversed. So maybe in time it'll heal. 5 months from now is what? August, September, October, November. It's Christmas. Or whatever you celebrate in December. So, you know, the tree, 5 months from now, it's a 5 card. Maybe in December, you might start talking again, but you're not going to ever get as close as you used to be. I don't see that happening, just because you got the Empress reversed, and the Four of Wands reversed, and that's not gonna change anytime soon. I actually don't see it changing, because that tells me that's just two people that just don't get along. But they can work on respecting each other. What do we have next? Virgo, Libra. All right, let's see what's going on for Libra. Oh, this fell out. Ace of Cups. Wow, Libra's in love. Jealous. Good for you, Libra. You got a lot of love in August, a lot of fun, a lot of love making, a lot of passion. Okay, let's see what the rest of your cards say. The Hangman. Well, you could be hiding out in your bedroom with your lover and not coming out in August. That's how I'm going to read that, okay? The Six of Cups showed up, so I'm going to have to pull that out with the Emperor under it. Yeah. Is someone from your past coming back around? Or another possibility is someone's visiting you that you didn't expect in August. It might be a surprise visitor. It'll be a really good surprise. You'll be very happy. Now, if it's a past lover, or maybe you've been single waiting for an ex to decide if they want to be with you, and you've been patiently waiting around for them, you know, the Six of Cups here tells me that they can come around. Certainly. They can come around and decide that you're it. They want to be with you. You know what? I just realized I haven't pulled the romance cards for the other. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's how I'm reading these 3 cards. Why is the Hangman here? Let me think. Why is the Hangman here for you? That tells me there's a relationship that you love them, but you've walked away from it. The Hangman is that like you needed to walk away from it. If it's someone that you had been too crazy about, you really had to walk away from it. It got to be too much. But it's okay, because they might be coming back around and deciding that it's you. But if you're already in a relationship, it's very loving, it's beautiful. August is going to be a very fun month for you, Libra. Because if you're married or in a relationship, you're just going to have a lot of fun in August. Ooh, yeah, I said that and the star came out. Of course. There's so much hope and so much fun and all that good stuff in August. You're both conquering the world. And the star, again, if you're a Libra that has someone coming back to you, it's gonna feel good maybe this time. That maybe they'll stick around this time. Or it could be someone that's, ooh, you got the Hangman twice in the same position. So one's reversed, one's not reversed. That's weird. And I was talking about someone coming back. So someone coming back that you've been waiting for and you've been very hopeful about it, they're going to come back. They are. That's why the 6 of Cups is here. But I'm going to pull a card under that 6 of Cups. You're going to be excited. You're coming out of hanging upside down there. You're actually gonna pull yourself out of it, and I can't believe it. These 2 cards came out in the exact same position. Is it Cancer or Leo? That's strange. And I mean, astrologically, you might have some planets in Leo, with that Pluto and Aquarius, with those Aries planets. I understand now. Saturn, Aries, Neptune, Aries with your Libra. It's an opposition. That's why you got a Hangman reverse, and then now the Hermit. This is someone that's off and on with you. Or you're off and on about the way you feel about them. This is not for you Libras that are already in a relationship. This is for you Libras that's waiting around for the person that you're crazy about. They're gonna come back around. You're gonna be super excited, and then I feel like they're gonna disappear or ghost you again. The same thing they've been doing for a long time, and the star is here, and you're hoping that they would stop doing that. But they're going to do it again, Libra. They're going to do it again. I'm just hoping that the 6 of Cups is someone that you actually love as a friend, not a lover that keeps ghosting you. That would be awful. Yeah. There's someone you really are crazy about. The 9 of Coins is here, so they come back around. I feel like, Libra, you spend all this money on them only for them to ghost you. It turns your world upside down. Are you done with this person? I'm hoping that one day you'll get done with them, because they just keep doing the same thing to you. You want to have a family with them. You spend all the money. You spend all this money. You give them a lot of gifts. Now, again, this is for some of you Libra. If this resonates, great. If it doesn't, then this isn't your reading. The Magician is here. It's a Gemini or an Aries. Someone's not sure about this relationship, on and off relationship. Yeah, okay, you're very much in love, all right? We know that. But there's something that's creating a disruption in your in your life. And it's costing you money, but you're still hopeful, and you're doing whatever you need to do to be there for this person. And I'm thinking that this person is someone you've been in an on and off relationship with, and it doesn't necessarily bother you. I feel like you're going to keep doing it because you love them so much. Or it could be family. It could be someone in your family that just needs your help sometimes, and they come back around and they ask for your help. Every time they come back around to ask for your help, it kind of turns your world upside down. But whatever you need to do to help them and make it work, because you have the Magician here. This is you, and you do the Ace of Cups. So you love this person no matter what. And you're going to do whatever it takes to help them out. Again, it could be someone in your family. It could be a child. It could be a lover. It could be a childhood friend. It's someone that you really dearly love. This is a rest and rejuvenation. So, yeah, I feel like you've been taking care of someone for a long time here, and you'll do whatever it takes to take care of them. The rest and rejuvenation card tells me that you do have to take care of yourself too, and try to maintain some kind of stability. Whatever you're doing, you got the Four of Wands here, and then you got the Four. Eventually, everything's going to settle down, and it'll be fine. So all the help you're giving to a family member and trying to keep your family together, it's gonna work out. Now, if this is someone that is on and off in your life, hopefully one of these days they'll decide to stick around and stay with you. And I feel like that's what you're waiting for. Let me pull out a Lenormand card. Wow, I pulled out I can't believe it. I pulled out the tree 3 times already. I pulled it out again. One tree from earth is best to see. It springs from birth, good health for thee. And if the tree should reappear close to the current, your goal is near. So yes, it's going to take patience, but yes, if it is someone that you want to be with, and let's say that your lover travels or lives in another country, maybe the two of you might find a way to get together. If this is someone in your family that needs your help, no matter what, you will always help them, and it's going to work out, because you are the Magician. You're very successful. You have a lot of patience, and you're very generous. So whatever they need, whoever needs whatever from you, you'll give it to them. Okay, that's what I have for you right now. I'm going to return starting with Scorpio. So I will continue my readings in a few hours. Okay, see you again soon.